Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm just going to show you a little bit on this morning. I'm going to show you something else that I got this morning, and then I'm going to come back to this. Okay, so I've been putting stitches on, as you can well see. Done a little bit of this and a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Yesterday I did a lot because I had to go out in the afternoon and it was really hot. Now I got some news. Not good, it's not good news, but anyway, I went to the physio physiotherapist, he's down here, and he told me some things that I didn't want to hear, really. I'd been going to the doctor for all this time about my arm, hey, yeah, as you well know, and she said to me, you know, when she got the results back, she said, oh, there's a tear, she said there, and she said, and you've got a little bit of arthritis, right? Osteoarthritis. I thought, you know, I've got that in me knees, and I know about that, you know what it's like. But anyway, and he said to me when he read it, he said, well, you've torn. He said, you know what your rotator cuff is? And I said, yes. And he said, well, you've torn the thing apart. You've torn this tendon or muscle. This thing has come completely apart and it's returned and it's gone back. So there's no chance in the world of it ever healing up, none whatsoever. He said I'd have to have some really what's the name, surgery, but I won't qualify for that because it's not something that I could afford, and it's not something they do because I don't know if I'm old or whatever, but you know, there's not something that I could. But anyway, I don't think it's age, I think it's my weight. They cannot fix it. They cannot fix it. He said it won't ever fix. And he said the only thing I can do, he said, is do exercise. He said to strengthen the muscles around this torn bit. I'm always going to have that torn bit. It's never going to heal up. He said I wasn't too bad at me moving for what I've done to myself. And he said my osteoarthritis was really, actually, he says it's moderate, but he said there's no cartilage there. It's gone. I'm like a bone rubbing on bone like my knees are. Oh dear, that was fun. And I said, okay, I'm going to get better, so I can't. But I can keep moving. It just hurts really bad after, if you know what I mean. I can move to a certain degree, of course. I can move my hands and arms and that. And Jeremy, he said to me, do you want me to get Jeremy to come in so we can show him what sort of exercise you need to do? And he said, oh, you know, I said, oh yeah, get him to, you know, he needs to know, you know. Anyway, Jeremy come in there and he sat him down and he told him what he told me. You should have seen the look on Jeremy's face. When he found out that it couldn't be fixed, he was not amused. He was not amused, but at least we found out what exactly it was. I mean, the doctor just downplayed it so much compared to what he said it was, you know. She never said anything about it being permanent or that it had pulled apart that far and retracted back. He says it's retracted so it can't. Like if you pull something apart, maybe it's still got threads and it will hook back up, stitch itself back up or something, you know, over time. But this one won't because it's gone backwards. We've gone away from one another. So, and you know, a bit of arthritis, she said. And then he told me I didn't have any cartilage there, and all there was rubbing bone on bone. So, you need to go to the person that knows what they're talking about. I don't think the doctor. Maybe she just didn't want to say them things. I don't know. But anyway, he's given me some exercise to do. He never said anything. I can put cold compress things on it if I, you know, a bit of ice or something on it occasionally if I need to. Or I can't take the pills like the anti-inflammatories because they upset my stomach really bad. They say that they upset your stomach over the time, but mine doesn't even like to have one or two. It's not happy at all. So all I've got to do is just get on with it, I suppose, because I'm not going to let it set me back. I feel, and so Jeremy said, we feel a lot better that we know exactly what's causing it, because the other day it got really bad. We started a bit worried about it, you know, so I rang up and found an appointment straight away, which was really good. The doctor's not very, I mean, I suppose she's got a lot on her plate, but anyway, she's going away today for holiday, so I hope she has a nice time anyway. She's a nice person, and she wouldn't have meant any harm by not giving me the full details, but I hadn't been able. Anyway, he said also to have the injection in February. Now I've got to wait for that, which is ridiculous, but I'm not going to pay $240 or whatever it is, and it maybe won't work. He said that's a good chance it might not either, because that's what the girl told me up at the place. So if I go out to the hospital and the government can do it for me for free and then it doesn't work, I won't be so upset, I won't be happy, but it may give me some sort of relief, because most of the time it is not really bad in pain, but of a night time when I try to sleep it's really hard because I can't get comfortable. But anyway, that's my story for the day. I'll just show you what I was sitting there doing a little bit of stitching, and the lady that I know rang me and told me that she was bringing me some parcel, and she has over the years sent me lots of parcels with lots of things in it. Now this come in a big bag, so I've only taken out what I'm going to use, you know, in the near future, because she sent me a lot of other big pieces of jewellery. This, I really love the smell of this. This is called Miracle. Isn't that a dear little bottle? Well, I do like the bottle, so I'm keeping the bottle. This was on a really old vintage piece of string, these pearls, so I'll use those. This is an interesting piece. So I pulled apart what was needed to be done, and I don't think this goes in here. It looks very like not as blingy, and there's some messing around there, so I might just put him in the garbage. I can't afford to keep a lot of this stuff. A lot of it, some little chips of things in there. This is nice. It's a piece off of a bit of something, I suppose. So it's a really nice, interesting piece I could use on maybe a steampunk bit or something. And this here I do like. The only thing I don't like about these things, if they're threaded on with the wax, they get it's an awful feeling to touch them, you know. This is neat, isn't it? Look at this. This, I'm looking at my gypsy book, and also the bag that I'm working on for maybe some of this sort of thing to go on to. I like that side actually, the back of it, you know, more so than the front, but that looks alright, doesn't it? You don't know what you could do with that. I put these in little bags so I could tuck them somewhere, like I can put them in one of them boxes I got up there anyway, so I might do that as I'm showing them to you, because that way I can put them in here and I'll know where they are, and then I won't be losing them all over the place. I have a bin round there, and the cat keeps getting it. Come on. You know what I did? You're never going to believe this. I cut my finger on the top of the mayonnaise thing, you know, where it has an extra piece of paper that pulls off. For some reason it was really sharp and it cut me. I thought, well, that's not good. I was not amused. I'll put these little pearly things here. I'm going to put these on that piece of what's the name that I'm doing. They're beautiful, aren't they? So in here I've got a good size heart. Look at that, it's a nice one with the rose on it. There's another one in here. This one here actually opens. I think she goes around to auctions and garage sales and things a fair bit. She's bought me a few parcels over the years, so that's had something stuck in it, so you could reuse that easy enough. Take that out. Oh, could have. Look at that, isn't that neat? And in here I have this awesome little thing of stars. Look, I didn't turn that timer on. That wasn't very clever of me, was it? Oh dear. Okay. Okay, right, so look at that. Now that's going to look really neat. A bit of me sewing. Love these. Look at them. These are off bracelets. You find a lot of these on bracelets and they've got elastic on them. But I think these look really good on my sewing. There's another little one. They're not very heavy. They're really nice. You know how I do seem to acquire a lot of these sort of bits and pieces, don't I? This is really cool. I love that. That is beautiful, that is. I'm thinking about putting that, definitely is going onto my piece of my bag. I'm thinking I'm putting that on my bag. I'll put that in there. Okay. Now there's these bits. Love these. I love that. Look at that. I do like that. I think that's going to go on something. And there's another bigger bit. This will look really good on some sort of stitching or other, won't it? There's this here. This is really neat. I want to straighten that out. I hope I don't break it. I think I will. Because I thought it's delicious, isn't it? It doesn't look like it's going to be able to be straightened. Yeah, it might be working a bit. I'd like to say a big thank you to the lady that sent me a donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it when it feels so kind that you would do that for me. So kind of you. At least I can see it bent about. It's really jazzy, isn't it? Jazzy, that one. Put him in there. I don't know what this is. It looks like a bottle, but it's not got no opening or anything. I don't know what I'll do with that. Maybe I do know what I'll do with it. I'll just look at that after. So I've got these, lots of these. Look. Lots of bits with the little diamonds in it, see? So a heap of them, and they're plain ones as well, and they've got flowers on them. Look at that. You see them? Aren't they delicious? So I've got a whole heap of those. Some of these, which I'm not really that big a fan of because the colour, I guess, it's not helping it. And that's all right. Now, each behind these, there is something. Oh, look, there's a picture of a face. Look at that. There's a person behind there, look. You see that? There's a picture in there. And this is really old. I might have to have a peep under that. Because I thought that before I got a picture out from underneath one of them. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Look, here's another one. Something under there too. Oh, there you go. Must look into that one time. That's interesting. There's a picture under there. Lady. I wonder if I can open this. Don't want to break it. There. There. Okay, so this gives you ideas, doesn't it? I thought when I pulled the one out from behind the other one before, I thought, oh, this is, but the picture's got stuck underneath there. And there it is, look. Somebody must have put them under there. I suppose they did. I wonder if it was made with it underneath it. If you had something that was a bit clearer, you could put a photo underneath that, I suppose. I wonder if that looks better now I've cleaned it. I didn't clean it that much, but I'll put this under here. Because it's black and white too, so you can't really see it that plain. I don't know. Well, I'll have to think of something to do with that, won't I? That's a natty idea. And close them very carefully so they don't break off, because that's an issue. And now that's given me an idea, because I've got some of these in different colours, haven't I? Yeah. This is beautiful. Look at that earring. But I'm going to turn this bit over on it, if I can, without breaking it off. Maybe. It's going to break, I think. But that doesn't matter, because then I could just glue it onto something if I wanted to. If I really, really, really wanted to. Okay, so then I have these, which are not very... They're glass, them stones, so they're not that good, really. But, you know, it is what it is. I suppose they've got to go into somewhere. Now, I thought that this was a thing that you put on the end of your pin. But it can be, if it's not, it still can, it might be. Look, see, you have a pin thing and you put that on the end. But then I found this and thought maybe that was the opposite thing to it. Let me see. That goes down in there. You never know. You just never know, do you? There's more of these bits here. Yes, I truly like that piece. I think it's going to go in there. There's a key. I'm going to put some alcohol ink on that. I like that thing hanging down there. This is interesting. I need to break some of this off, because I've got... That must have went onto there, see? Or something. And it's got broken. But what I can do is just take a piece of it and use it on something, I suppose. I don't know yet. I'll think of it. Hopefully next year. I don't know whether it'll be possible for me to start sending out some things to people. I don't think that... Well, I don't think it's that expensive for what it is. It's nice to send somebody a gift of goodies. It is. So, over there, that bit can go in there. There's a picture of the person. I'll keep I don't want them out. Put them in there. These little chips, I don't know if I'll ever use them, but we'll stick them in there, because some of this stuff could go into a Happy Mail, I suppose, and I don't know what that is. And these are nice, but not, like one of them's nice by itself, because together they're not working, but then they clean them up all right, they might look good. And these are just two end bits that go over something or other, I don't know what, but anyway. And there is so much more of this. A lot of it's really big pieces. One day maybe, if I got the idea, I might put them onto a big piece of mixed media or something. I don't know, either that or I'll gift them out, or send them up to Kansas or something. So anyway, so this is what we're doing today. We're going to do a bit of adding to this, a bit of I'm going to wipe my hands again. I really don't like touching that sort of thing, because if it's sewn together with the wax thread, it still feel on your hands. You know, when the beads are put on with wax thread, you can still feel it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But anyway, so this is going to be the right way. That looks a little bit puckered in there, but it isn't. And, well, it will be all right when I stitch on it, okay? They'll be fine when I stitch on them. But I've got a couple of ideas for what I want to do with this. So that was a bit wasted. I'm going to have a drink. The idea's probably gone flying out of my head anyway. I don't know if I can clean that up a bit better. There's definitely a nice piece of stone in there. I think it was an earring, and I took the end off it. It'd be good enough if I'd add two, but anyway, I'm going to add it to here somewhere, for sure. And you know what? I'm not keen on that bit in the middle, because when I look at that, I see it and I don't like it. I want to do something else on that. So I'm going to take that out. I do like the red, actually, the red stitching. I've been using a bit of red on here. But I just don't like that in the green. It's not sitting properly. I might put some ribbon embroidery on here, on this bit. So it'll be nice. while I'm doing this too, I'm thinking of the next video that I'm going to make, because I want to do a couple today, because the weekend's going to be busy doing a bit of the getting Christmas set up and that, because we don't have a lot of that done yet. Get some parcels wrapped. I've got to go about Tuesday, Wednesday next week and grab some more prezzies. Go back at the end of the week and get some of the meat that Jeremy's going to cook. Because isn't it next weekend? Yeah, the weekend after. I mean, it's okay. We'll manage somehow. We'll get there. Because really, you can't actually do a lot until it gets closer to the time, can you? And I'd rather that anyway, because I'd rather than having the Christmas decorations hanging around for months before Christmas. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. You know, you want to get it up then and go, oh dear, look, it's Christmas time. And it will be here. Very closely to the time. Okay. So now, this is a little bit bubbly, but I'm going to do some nice ribbon embroidery on that. First I'm going to find me a ribbon. It's got to be in this one, isn't it? Nope. Isn't it in there? No. Must be under here. I can see it. I just got to move a couple of things off the top of it. I'll figure out what colours I want to put on it. I did have some that I kept out, some pieces. I think these are going to be nice bright ones. Come here. Sorry about this, I'm just trying to get them out of the box. Okay, yes. Right, now I like the idea of putting something that there, or that. I have a thing about keeping it in the not too over the top, you know me. Okay, I like the pink. Here we go. Pink and some aqua. Yeah. This is pink, but it's got a orangey tinge to it. I'm going to use this one here. Now, I want to have some thread. And I'll use that one too in a minute. This is not pink, but it's close. It's very close. I know I left my good needle that I was using out in the lounge room, because I stitched away yesterday until up till 2 o'clock. Oh well, I did before. Well, maybe not that long, but I did a bit of at lunch and that between. And then me and Jeremy walked up. Well, he walked, and I rode my scooter, and we went up the town to the physio person, see Jeff, and it was hot, but we spent about 15 minutes or so getting there, so we didn't get burnt. We both had our hat on. And I just want 5 of these, and so that was good. We stopped at this side of the main street. There's a chair there and some trees, and we sat under there for a minute, so we went a bit earlier so we wouldn't be late. You know how you get when you get older, you don't want to be late for anything. And I'm just going to do one to start with. And anyway, so we went in there, and I was really pleased when we come out. Anyway, we went and did the grocery shopping after that, so I didn't have to go up today, so that was good. Jeremy brought that home in a taxi, and I come home and we go scooter, and that was fun, I guess. I was when I say fun, it's all, I love to get out and go for a drive, and I hadn't been out for a week, nearly. But sometimes, you know, when I first was going out on it, I used to be looking about all over the place. I could see all them things and go to the shops and find all. Now I know where everything is, and I can remember what's there. It's just not as exciting as it used to be. I'm looking for a needle for putting my ribbon on with, and I will find one. This shouldn't be in here either, by the way. This is supposed to be out in the other room. Is that very sharp? And it's not sticking in me. Can't be. suppose it'll go through here. We'll give it a try, eh? Yeah, it will push through. Good. Yeah, I'm going to thread that with... You only have to do a bit though, don't you? With the pink. I do like the pink on there, so we only want about this much. You don't want to use too much because... And a lot of people don't wind theirs, and this was wound. So probably should unwind them, but I don't think it has any effect on when you put them on there, only than the fact sometimes it makes it look okay with a bit of a dinty bit in it. You know, a bit of a dinty piece, yeah. So my tiny little sort of paper cutting thing on my finger, it's painful. Isn't that bad? Isn't that weird? And them tiny little things can be painful. And annoying too, because you've got to be careful you don't get anything, salt or anything on it. But you know, that's not very likely, but you never know. Well, that was a tiny bit hard to get through there, but I'm only going to take it through there that time. So I'm going to come up in the middle as close as I can, go over the first one and under the second one. Over, under. You have to have an odd number for this to work. Over, under. Over, under. Try not to pull it. I've pulled the first one tight because I wanted it to be closed in the centre of it, you know. And variegated does look good because, you know, the roses have got different colours as it goes through it, doesn't it? That's about right. Just give it a little turn or a twist. See, this here is not worrying it at all, is it? This creases. It's not worried one bit. The look of the finished bit must be going through the pile on this piece. It's very old, this piece of velvet. Over that one and under this one. You need to be careful when you're pulling your, you know, you don't want it too tight or for it to pull it through and wreck it, but don't worry because it's easy to do. It's very easy to do. It's just a matter of getting it to sit right, and that's okay. And if later you had to go in and put an extra something somewhere, you could do that. So I'm going to go down in behind here. Don't go through your ribbon, whatever you do. Don't go through anything at the back either, whatever you do. Just pull that down in there. I probably could have gone around a bit more because I still have a little bit of ribbon left, but I want to spread it out a bit. Maybe I should have did another row. That's right. Because it is very full, isn't it? So I just wanted to fix that like that. Doesn't that look ducky? It looks very nice. I'm going to cut that off because I'll stitch that in later. Okay. Whoops. Should have put that on. Cut that better. Righto, so I'm going to stitch that in later. Now, don't you think that looks much better than the thing I had going through the middle of it? Sometimes you're not paying attention. Now, did I say I was using red? I thought, well, I am using the red. And it looks amazing, doesn't it, with the stitches on it? Now, this has got to go this way. You've got to remember, this is the top. I've put that in facing up that way so I know that this is the top of the piece of work. Okay? So, on this, I want to do probably a few things going there and there so I can put some more bits on. So let's do a few stems. And do I want that in couching or just... I think I just like this normal thread through it. This one here is nice. And it's green on green, but that's it. Does that matter? We could do a light colour, I suppose. There's a truck over there, could be moving in the new neighbours, I suppose. It's always somebody doing something around here. It's the noisiest place for somewhere that's not that close to town. I'm going to put this on here and then I'm going to add some gold to it. I think I might add some gold thread to it now. I've got to find that. I've got some. Nobody panic, I've got some somewhere. Plenty of it. Actually, at Candace's the other day, she had these. I might even go back and pay $5 for it. It was supposed to be like a Chinese thread of some sort. And she said it was $10. And I said, oh, I don't know if I'd pay that. It was a fairly thick lot, you know. It was like a hank. And sorry about this threading thing. And she said, well, did you pay $5? I said, oh, no, I don't think so. But I think I might. Now that I've thought about it, I'm thinking about it, and I think I might do that. So I'm gonna make a chain stitch, and then I'm gonna wrap it with the gold thread. I hope it's on the plan. So I'm going to turn it that way, and we're going to make a chain stitch up to where the rose is. But I want to go like that. I don't want to go straight. I know there's straight stems and things about, but I just didn't feel like a straight thing at the moment. So I'm going to do this. Okay. Very good. So at this time, my arm does not hurt, right? But after the day's activities, and I didn't turn yet, you should have turned now, Sonia, you should have turned. Should be turning. You don't want a kinky thing and make it. I'm going to take another thing out the side, another stem out the side bit. Well, no, in a perfect world I would have probably put this down before I put my rose down. Okay. Oh, I've seen my daughter sent me a video of a dear little grandbaby yesterday. She was lying on her tummy, picking up a little head and grinning. She's only 10 or 11 weeks old, isn't she? She's not that old, and but this, you know, these days, oh, that worked really well, actually, didn't it? Look how that went up there. Very good. Now I'm going to sneak along the back here because, you know, it's not going to be that big a stitch, and I can fasten it down after with something else when I'm going behind there. You can always do that. So maybe here. Got to leave room for something, right? You're going to leave room to put something out there. So each one of these patches are going to be got to have stitching and beading in them, okay? So that's what we want to do. Nice. Very nice. Now I'm going to come down here and I'll do another one out this way. And then I've got room there to put some sort of a charm of some sort. I don't like to say this, but I'm I actually drill. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sorry, people. Ah, dear, when you get old, things are so out of control, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Okay, that's far enough, because I want to put another thing on there. I don't know whether I'll do roses or just the buds. You know, I might do the little buds. we'll see. Little rose, but grub roses or something. See what we do there. Now, I have to find some gold thread, and I do have some. It's just a matter of where I have put it, isn't it? Right, this one here is nice. This might work because it's got a little bit of something, so we'll have a bit of this. You might be able to see it, I hope. I think I've got thicker ones somewhere. In them boxes down there. But let's just work on this to start with. We need to get on with it. So I want, it could be like this too. Oh, where is it? Where's that? Is it in here? I've got the pink one. I've got a yellow one. I definitely want a gold one though. This is like a, well, it's not gold, is it? I do have some though, don't worry. If this does not work, but I'm going to give it a little try. I'll give it a little try and see. Because I like the look of it. I don't know if it's going to disappear. Could disappear in there, couldn't it? You know, that could happen. Just give me a second, I'll look in this box. There we go, there's some. There's some more. There's a bit thicker bit. Goodness me, we found a gold one. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Right. Is this too thick? Probably. About this one. This is kind of sort of greeny, but it's nice and shiny. And this is very thin, this stuff. Let's see. Righto, let's try the thick one first, just for fun. See if we can do it. I've already cut some of that, haven't I? But I can use that in a minute if I can't work this one here. If this one doesn't work for me, because I think it might be a bit too thick. I'll try it and see. We can't say no, can we? Really? It would be good couch, this would. I'm going to be persistent and do this, but I shouldn't probably. I shouldn't probably do this, but I will. This is really tightly woven, this one, so it does go through the hole. It's got to come up through the back, which I hope it will. Through that, and it did come through there really easy. That's good. I'm going to put a knot in it. I wasn't going to, but I will, because I didn't know if it'd come through there, but it did work really good. Okay. I think I want the gold on this because to make it the thing more. Oh, that looks good. More substantial, you know. Nice, and the colours stand out a bit better than with the. Now we're just going underneath each one of those stitches with this. There we go. Underneath the chain stitch, just with the back of the needle, pull it through. Don't take it too tight, so then it looks really cool. Take it down through the back. I'll go through and anything I've no business, am I? Good. It's real easy to stick the cotton through something you no business. Don't worry about that. Or the needle. Real easy. I'm working about that now. Haha, that looks delicious, doesn't it? Now I'm going to duck across here, under the back, and I'm going to do down this one. I could have did it in all the gold thread, but I wanted it not to be. I wanted to see that it was green there as well. You know what I mean? It sort of makes sense of it at all for you. I'll just put that through to the back there. I don't want to take it over the other bit. I hope I didn't pull that too tight. So it sounds like it's going to be, oh no, it's not fraying, is it? That's good. Through here. That one. And this one. You go through the back. Brilliant. Love that. And now I know that I can use this too as well to sew with because it works. This is crochet. This is crochet cotton stuff that you buy to crochet with, you know. But it doesn't. There's all different things you can do with it, so you don't have to just crochet with it, do you? And that's what I didn't buy it for that. I bought it for just using in my work, my sewing and that. You might think I have a lot of stuff, but you know what? I use a lot of it too because I do a lot of things. So I do use a lot of things, don't I? Okay. So now I'm going to put some gold bullion, gold little, what do you call them? French knots. Let's do some gold French knots. Okay, how about down here? Because I've only got a bit of string or thread. So let's do some over here on this end bit. 2 wraps would be enough. I don't know if this will go through here. Hope so. Oh yes, it did. That looks cool. This one. 2 wraps. Down through there. My hubby's out there cooking marinated honey soy chicken wings for, well, we can have some for lunch if we want to, or we can have them cold for tea if we want to, but that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing today. Because we can't sort of cook our air conditioners in a big open room, which is a kitchen, dining room, lounge room, and he doesn't like to have the stove or that going when he's got the air conditioner on because it's also a good thing, that's all I'll say. So he thinks it gets too hot. But that's okay because he cooks it earlier. He's probably doing potato as well because then we can have it if he mashes it. He said he mashes it so we can have it cold. I don't like mine mashed, so I can have it cold or heated in the microwave. So we have a meal of a night time usually if you, and then salad or something, because you get sick of the salads after a while, don't you? So that looks awesome. Look at that. Don't they look ducky? Oh, that looks really good. I like that. Okay, so a lot of this is going to be in the seam. Okay? There's going to be that much in the seam. So we don't want to go too close either with beads or whatever, and that'll be okay. Right, now let's do a couple more of these bits. Whereabouts is me ribbon? Now I've got this tiny bit here, but I don't think I can do anything with it. I'm actually going to make a bow out of this. I really will. I'll make a bow. Because you know you don't want to waste it, do you? Okay. I'll figure it out. Nobody panic. Oh, so that's all that's left on the card. I'm thinking about doing a different colour. So you can just push that out. If you like, you can very carefully come up the back of it and stitch a few bits so they stay, you know, where you want it to, but it should work. It should stay where it's supposed to be anyway. Now, I'm going to have to go in a minute because I think my time might be on running out, so I've been over 35. Oh dear, we better go. I'm going to come back on here. I've threaded this up now, so I might do another quick video on this one because I do want to do something else today. A little bit something different sometimes for, you know, because other people like, everybody's different and they like different things. But that's all right. Buddies like to watch all the things I make. I'm just going to do one little quick bud here and hopefully, well, I think it'll be like a bud. You need to, that's a long piece. Come up there, okay, and go down at the top of this piece. So I'm making a stitch, I hope it's not going to be curly. I'm going to get it through. Ah, that's nice. Look at that. Didn't that work well? Right, now, so I'm going to come up really close to it, not going through it, but really close to that piece. And then I'm going to put another bit over there, so it crosses over it a bit. Hopefully it's not going through anything. Right, pull that down. There, like that. Do another piece on the other side. I can feel like I'm going through something and I shouldn't be. There's a knot there, isn't there? Whoops, am I going through that knot? No? Don't be disagreeable. Right, now I'm going to fix these up a bit. Might be a little bit too tight. Let them come out a bit. I can take it down in there. Are we going through anything? Yeah, just a bit. Where's that now? Righto. Good. Push that down. So there's a little rosebud. I'm going to do 2 leaves either side. So I better go, and I'll be back after and I'll show you what's going to happen then. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.